What's going on, guys? Red Bull Tanker, and welcome back to my Axis and Allies 1914 playthrough, trying to use the setup from Global War 1914, or at least in an attempt to use it. This is turn 1 for the British Empire. Alright, so quickly just going over France. So, France didn't do much. They dropped 6 infantry and an artillery in Paris. They're pushing everything forward to the lines, especially considering how massive the German army is getting along the border, especially since they just took Belgium. The French did walk into the Belgian Congo and activated the 1 infantry defending that. So at least the French can maybe help the Brits down here in southern southern Africa. And so then we go right on. At the end of the turn, the French collected 25 IPC. They did save 2, so they'll have 27 for next turn. All right, over to the British. The British Empire had 30 to spend since it's purchase and repair. And there, if I do believe, yes, I do believe there is a naval base here for Season 9. So the 3 battleships get immediately repaired. So those 3 battleships are repaired. And then we also, for the Brits, we purchased a cruiser, a transport, and 2 artillery for this turn. We do have 1 thing of combat. I forgot to throw my arrows out. But the British fleet has decided that since the Germans wanted to be so audacious and attack in our home waters, we are going to counterattack into their home waters. So the 3 battleships are going in against the remains of the German high seas fleet. Oh, and I forgot, I am moving those 2 submarines in here on Season 8. So they are going 1, 2. So we have 2 submarines at 2. 3 battleships at 4 against 4 defending battleships at 4. Oh, I'm knocking pieces over. This thing is kind of nuts. Okay, so we have the 2 submarines at 2. Ooh, we got 1 hit. That's 1 German battleship down, and then 3 battleships for 4. 2 more hits. Oh, we got so lucky. That's all 3 German battleships. And then the 3 German battleships at 4. Got 2, so we'll take... So the Germans will lose the entire high seas fleet and this transport. The Brits, let me do this quick. Let me get 1 battleship down, take 1 ship off. Oh, for Pete's sake. And show that 2 battleships are damaged. Take that off. All right, so that is it for the British. That's it for British combat. British non-combats this turn. So here in Europe, we're going to take 2 infantry, and we're going to walk them over here into Picardy. Start setting up a British army there. We'll even reinforce it with these 2 fighters. This infantry in Wales is going to go to London. The guy in Ireland, I believe, is stuck because there's no land bridge. Next, let's see here. Whoops. I knocked a piece over. Now I gotta be careful. Okay, over here in the Med, let's see. We're going to take these British ships. We're going to put them in... No, we're going to bring them all the way over to 19. Sorry. I'm kind of playing at the end of my table, so I can't entirely have a good camera set up. And then this guy in Sudan is going to British East Africa. The guy on the Gold Coast is going to stay. And then we have an infantry and an artillery jumping to Arabia. So that'll be +1 on the build chart for Great Britain. Or +1 on the IPC chart for Great Britain. If I can move it up without knocking anything. It's kind of far up there. So Britain's back to 28. Get a new army piece down on India. As you can see, it is a little bit of a different color. I bought these British infantry from Historical Board Gaming. I really do like them. I'm just using the same paint that I use for like my global 1940 pieces. And so, yeah, the British color's a little off, but that's all right. And then this British sub here will come up to Sea Zone 8 off the British Isles. And I believe that'll be it. So then we will deploy. We'll deploy the two, well, everything's going to deploy pretty much around London. So we have 2 artillery here. We have 2 more transports dropping here, and a cruiser. All right. So then at the end of the turn, where's my magic pen? All right, at the end of the turn, Britain collects 28 IPC. They didn't save anything, so Britain collects 28 IPC. All right, well, that's going to be it for the Brits and their empire right now. And we will see you guys next time for closing out turn 1 with the United States. So until then, guys, as always, take care.